Well, hey, Dream Team, I hope that you are fired up and ready to go after hearing the mission-driven message from our lead pastor, Ben Snyder, with our new mission statement rolled out to our entire church to introduce people to Jesus and the life-changing adventure with him. I just want to remind you that without you, the Dream Team, there is no church. And without you, there is no way that we can fulfill and live out the mission that God has placed on Cedar Creek Church all across Northwest Ohio, Southeast Michigan, and even around the world. You play a critical role in that. And so we just want to encourage you today. And I have a story from one of our very own Dream Team members that I think will encourage you today. I want to share a story from Cathy Graham. Cathy and her husband Mike have been serving as First Impression team leads at our 9 a.m. service for a couple years now. And we've seen this team grow, and they're just doing incredible things. But Cathy shared a story with me this weekend that I think will challenge your comfort zone, because I know that it challenged hers. You see, I want to take you back to a weekend that she had off. And she went down to Rock City Church, a church that Cedar Creek helped plant. And as she walked into Rock City Church visiting her daughters, she was overwhelmed by the First Impression experience and the Dream Team that was serving them that day. And she wanted to bring some of that back to the experience that she gets to lead with her husband Mike at the 9 a.m. service. So this past weekend was Cathy's weekend off. She could have stayed at home in the comfort of her home and come to service whenever she wanted to. But God challenged her to get out of bed that morning and go serve. And I'm so glad that God did that. Because when Cathy got here, she had this fire, this vision for what could be the potential of a First Impressions team at Cedar Creek Church, and she put it into motion when she met Tamara. Tamara was walking through our doors. Cathy just boldly walked up to her and complimented her outfit. That's kind of out of the comfort zone of Cathy, but she did it anyway, and Tamara responded. She felt welcome, she felt appreciated, and she felt a connection with Cathy. But Cathy didn't stop there. She realized that Tamara was pretty new to church, and Tamara actually told her that she hadn't been to church in a while. In fact, she was looking for a church home, a place to call home. And we say every single weekend that somebody is walking through our doors for the very first time, and that was Tamara. So once Cathy found this out, she took it a step further, and she said, Tamara, why don't we sit together during the service? Because she didn't have anybody with her. And Cathy took her to the front row of our Cedar Creek Church location here at the Findlay campus. And as she heard the mission-driven message from Ben Snyder, Tamara just felt at home. And Cathy and her exchanged numbers. They're going to continue to follow up. But then something special happened. I want to show you the power of a first impression. If we as a Dream Team are willing to step outside of our comfort zone, this is the kind of impact that you will have. So Tamara headed up to our guest service location where Laura Lane was serving. And Laura did an amazing job of helping her answer some questions about the church and some next steps, and then encouraged Tamara to fill out a Connect card so that we as a team could follow up with her and stay in contact with her. Great move, Laura. But she was surprised when Tamara filled out the card and then said this, hey, if at all possible, I want Cathy to follow up with me this week. Not a Cedar Creek staff member, not a pastor. She wanted Cathy. See, our Dream Team is living out this mission to introduce people to Jesus and the life-changing adventure with him. And as we do that, you become the critical component to people wanting to come back to church or even come for the very first time. Because Cathy was willing to step outside of the normal comfort zone of just serving and handing out programs and brewing coffee and opening doors for people. She was focused on the relationship. And because she was willing to do that, now Tamara has a friend. Now Tamara has someone that she trusts. And now she can continue to go on the life-changing adventure with Jesus week in and week out because of Cathy Graham's heart to serve her. So when you serve, You're not just fulfilling a role or a task. You are impacting people. You are impacting relationships. So maybe today it's time to step outside of our comfort zone. Maybe we need to get outside of our social circles and realize that the weekend lobby is full of opportunities to connect with people and introduce them to Jesus and the life-changing adventure with him. Every conversation becomes a vision-driven conversation. We need your help with that. So we're going to challenge you to do that. And I want you to encourage Cathy on the incredible job that she did that day and the impact that God is having on Tamara's life and so many others. Thanks for what you do. Keep doing it. We need you.